us. Thank you so much. I'm now delighted to invite Mr. B.V. Naidu, Chairman, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, founder and managing partner, Startup Exceed Ventures, to address us. Mr. Naidu brings 30 years of experience as an entrepreneur, mentor, and Indian IT growth facilitator. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give him a warm round of applause as he comes on the stage. Welcome, sir.
Honorable Minister Lokesh Garu, Honorable MP Bharat Garu, and other dignitaries on the dais, and also the ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure today to stand before you and talk about the digital technology in this summit and how that can really impact our lives as well as the economy to grow in India. You know, see, for many, I see many faces here, familiar faces. Nitinji has come from California, chairman of the Color Tokens, and I also see Professor Wadhwa, and of course, good friend CP Gurnaniji, as actually he made India proud when he took the major challenge of transforming Satyam to make it a big success. Right? I also see I think Mr. Sunny Rao, a venture capitalist from Singapore here, and Dr. C.S. Rao, who is a technologist and telecom champion, and who also has the quad-gen operations in Vizag. The reason why I'm telling all these things is many people never thought about Vizag in the past. People have started talking about the Vizag, not only here and across the world. I should tell you that. You know, for me, Janmabhoomi is Andhra and Karmabhoomi is Karnataka. You know, unfortunately or fortunately, I've been grown, 40 years back I left Andhra after my education, and I was at Delhi at the Ministry of IT and Electronics. Then I started the STPS in Bangalore, and I've seen the whole spectrum of the growth, and any initiatives that have become successful in Bangalore, we used to replicate in Hyderabad. That is how the Hyderabad was built.
Vice versa also, sir.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, Vizag, of course, is in a different, So, even though the AP is many people think that it's a greenfield state that is coming up, and I'm sure with Chandrababu Naidu Garu as leading and progressive young, the politicians and ministers like Lokesh Garu and Bharat Garu, and I'm sure that this government is phenomenal, and it cannot be a major challenge for you to build this Vizag as an IT destination. I'm sure that Chandrababu Naidu Garu, you knows how to build a greenfield like what you transformed in Andhra, combined Andhra. And many people think that, there is a coin, Acche Din Aa Gaya. I think in Andhra, Acche Din Aa Gaya. And many people are happy, and people talk very high about Andhra right now across the country. And I could also see a lot of announcements like the Google coming up here, then TCS setting up of the operations here. And, the STPI started this, foundation stone for an IT park here. And this was one of my initiatives. Just before leaving the government, I was heading both STPI, Bangalore and Hyderabad. That is when we started this, the Tie 2, Tie 3 cities STPI centers in Tirupati, Vijayawada, and my last center was Kakinada. I set up the Kakinada and left the government, So that way, I think the Acche Din Aa Gaya. And also people do talk about the single engine sarkar and double engine sarkar. I think in Andhra you have triple engine sarkar. Right? So this is the power of progressive politicians coming together and transforming the state. That way, I think we have a fantastic future. And like Gurnaniji said that Swarna Andhra 2047 document is a phenomenal vision document that was created. I don't think any other state has addressed that. And when our country is looking to become a developed nation by 2047 with a $32 trillion economy, and we need to have the roadmap for Andhra. I think that is what Swarna Andhra 2047 document speaks about. If our country reaches, we are reaching a $5 trillion economy going up to $9 trillion by 2030 and, 32 trillion. What it means is, the bold vision of Andhra is $2.7 trillion by then, by 2047. And it is a very, very bold, sir. I think not only $2.7 trillion, probably will cross that mark. I'll tell you the reason why. The other day I was talking to somebody told me TCS has around 6 lakh employees and 90,000 of employees come from Andhra. 95,000 people. What it means from Andhra? What it means is around close to 12% or 14% of the people, professionals are from AP. And if you look at that, extrapolate that across the industry, we all know that 70% of Hyderabad is from Andhra. 35% of Karnataka is from Andhra. And also probably 60 to 70% of the US entrepreneurs are from Andhra. The other day I met this, a beautiful organization called IT Serve. IT Serve is a 20,000 staffing companies combined together and create an association. I was told 60% of those 20,000 enterprises are from the AP founders. If that is the power, why can't this vision of $2.7 trillion will not happen? I think I'm pretty much sure that it will not happen. So I would think that, when you are talking about the deep technology, there is a four-pronged, strategy. I would like to spell it out. Number one, for deep tech, the service industry has to be very strong, which is, I think, Lokesh Garu is putting that foundation, and I could see that I met this Infosys gentleman. He said he's going to have 10,000 people by next year, right? So, 2,000 people. Yeah. Take the target. And TCS have enormous goals. That service industry becomes a strong foundation for deep technology to grow. I'm happy also, last time I visited this Meditech zone. When not many states, not many people thought about that, when the last government and Chandrababu Naidu garu visioned that and created that Meditech zone, it's a phenomenal. Most of the lot of medical technology companies are in that zone, and the infrastructure is fabulous. No other state has that. So these are all the foundation blocks. The other thing what probably the government should think about creating is an R&D environment among the academic institutions. Even though we produce a lot of talent, the R&D environment is not that great, Is the government can keep 1% of the state budget for the R&D, encouraging that R&D, and create COE, Center of Excellence in the engineering colleges, and link up those people with the industry. That could really help a lot. The second thing also you need to think through of creating, I would call this as a innovation fund for Andhra. The innovation fund, it need not come only from the government. The innovation fund could have the seed fund, and it could have the growth fund, and it could have the grant fund. This is some of the things that are worked well in other places. Probably you should look at it. The innovation fund, it's not that only the government needs to spend money. If you bring the government of AP can bring 20% of the fund, the other 20% the government of India can give, and 20% SBI kind of financial institutions can give. Maybe 20-25%, the local industry leaders should start putting their money into those funds. That will really help a lot and create that